Her name is Nadine, and she left a couple of weeks ago. Said she wanted to see the world. Silly little thing that she is. That Tobar said he dropped her off at Point Lookout, but who knows what's happened to her since then. I don't know if you can convince my little Nadine to come back, but just give her this note from me, would you?
What is Point? Well, tell us about your daughter.
She's about your age, and when she left, her hair was dyed bright orange. You shouldn't have any problem recognizing her. She told me she wanted to go find her fortune, but I thought it was too dangerous. I should have known better than to say that. The moment I told her she couldn't go, it was just a matter of time before she ran off.
What's Point Lookout?
Only that it's where Tobar gets those punga fruits he sells off. Must be making a good profit off of them, too. I hear rumors the place is full of swamps and killer plants, but
Like
I don't know about all that. Please.
Alright, let's look through this stuff. Nope, just some metal box, just a trunk.
Alright, so here are its attempts at weather. There was the snow of a perfect custom sea and early gusts from the back of the bay. The sky was dead.
Okay.
The night was a very moonless story in a mountain 10 years.
Help! Well, I thought I soft locked there. I'm on the wrong part of the boat. Help!
The night was a very moonless story in a mountain 10 years.
I am Tobar the ferryman, and this fine vessel is the Duchess Gambit. We're just back from Point Lookout, but it won't be long before we set off again. Interested?
What's special?
You look like a woman who's been around the wastes, so I'll cut right to it. In Point Lookout, you'll find fresh-grown food, mysterious locales, and treasures as of yet unlooted. But keep your wits about you, because there's more than a few exotic critters and inhospitable locals.
He talks
so
like a
here,
DM from a really bad D&D.
That's the I'm getting that kind of vibe. Where's a Nadine?
Ah, Nadine. Sprightly little tomboy with more curiosity than common sense, that one. Caused so much trouble on the trip that I probably would have thrown her overboard if she hadn't reminded me of myself at her age. Haven't seen her since we hit land at Point Lookout. But knowing her, I'll bet she's gotten herself in plenty of trouble. Good travels.
But how do I go?
Night is like a wounded carpets from the crumbs on.
Do I have to ask about Point Lookout?
Down south, this side of the bay, there's a soggy strand of beach called Point Lookout. Oh, it's got it all. Ruins of ancient pleasure towns, mysterious swamps bristling with treasure, and all practically untouched by outsiders. But if you're curious, I could offer you a ride over to that faraway land. For a nominal fee, of course.
Money?
One frog's tooth.
Looking for fame and fortune?
We have to buy
Hoping
it.
to cultivate the delicious...
Oh god, that's actually pretty pricey.
But looking to run away from your life on
monies.
these dreary shores.
Well, that's fine. We're looking for... We have plenty. He also sells tweezers.
Is it just one trip and you have to pay every time?
I don't remember how it works. We have a lot of things to sell. One alien atomizer, and that'll basically buy us a ticket.
The first day of the world was born in the year 1985.
The first day was born?
In an old side of the world.
How will I get back?
All you have to do is come back to me and buy another ticket. Just be careful not to get stranded short on caps, huh? Once you got a ticket, just head into the cabin and settle in on the cot. We'll be there in no time.
I'm ready to head out.
And it developed a curious fondness for a line by Jacqueline Carey about not being a cuckoo's child. Everything, for some reason, was a cuckoo's child. I am a cuckoo's child of the monster. I am not a simple person. I am in truth, and I am a cuckoo's child, and the first thing you've never been blamed to be born. I am a cuckoo's man, said the man, who had found the tapes when he had been in the door.
When he had been in the
Whenever you're ready, just take a rest on the cot in the cabin. We'll be at Point Lookout in no time.
Many lines, especially the shortest ones, almost made sense. The morning room came to the deep camp. I have no question, I said, as I had been ringing from Inawite. The farmer was born on one side. You are even much. It was a good day that had once been anything. It is a man's trick. The night was over. There began with the dead end of the wind. The telephone was coming. With Mr. Bilbo had always been
Mr. Bilbo?
Yeah. Had always been so much precision. The sky has gone. So it's both dead and it is left. It's dead and gone. Here was a gray one. The sun was coming. It's all just about that one level in the desert world of Super Mario Bros. 3.
But the sky was gone.
She's no Acerity, said the horseman. Well then maybe it's that one level in World 8 then. That also has the angry side.
And no sky.
Yeah. There was a very high slacks for our house 2G19. The first thing you know is not a good idea.
We discovered Pilgrim's Landing. So yeah, we're discovering new locations again.
I am not a king.
I like how there's actually a change in scenery for once.
Yeah. Ooh, big Ferris wheel.
Well, let's head that way.
Is this Silent Hill?
The Amazing Wheel of Wonder. It doesn't look like a very good Ferris wheel. It's made of wood, I think. Well, no, it can't be made of wood. It would have collapsed by now,
It
right?
would have incinerated.
Yeah, it's okay. This is made of wood.
Somehow.
I want to get in. I want to go in there. This is disappointing. You have a Ferris wheel and there's nothing going on.
I am not a king. I was surfing for my table.
His table fell in the entire ocean. He had to go surfing after it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a game plot, if I've heard one.
There was just a man who was able to be sick. I like to think this is the next sentence in the same book. It was God. This is the worst thing in an old man, or in an old man of Baker and Bay. A noise is a good recruit. And some are actually rather intriguing. I might read these books. Silence was unlike a place. I am forced to write to my neighbors about the beast.
Oh, we found a shop. And a bat. We could steal it.
Well,
No one-
hello there, young traveler. The fates had told me that I would receive a visitor today. But I'm being rude. I am Madame Panada. And
Oh, I
this
misread that as
is
Panda.
Madame Panada's House of Wares. For all things
It's
a
a
traveler
warehouse.
needs, I am here to provide. Bullets, stim packs, armor, weapons, junk. If you need
Okay,
it,
so she
Madame
said
Panada has
stim packs,
already
so let's see if she
anticipated your
actually
need
has stim
and
packs based
procured
on
it
her
We have like
months
90
ago.
stim packs currently.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And what is it you would like to purchase?
She has 18 stim
And
packs.
stim packs have no weight, correct?
Correct. They're magic like that. She has an axe.
Okay. Is it
Double
a
barrel
unique
shotgun.
item, or-
It's not, but it's a new type of item. We'll find more.
Her mother was packing by the Black Ant Hill. The son was probably for his wife. I am a story was not a truth. Or I am a story that was not a truth. I am not the door.
I want to go in there.
I don't know what is a combined life. This is the story of a certain man who had invented a young man.
He invented a young man?
Yes. The sky was at the door, so that's where the sky went.
It went over. Yeah, it was right there all along. Hey,
Just
bumper
didn't invite it
car.
inside.
Bumper cars.
Alice is a story of interest.
That's what it says.
The question was enjoying himself.
Oh.
This is a story of a man in the morning. The world was born to say that I was lost.
Oh, look, it's a friendly, vicious dog.
Oh yeah, we're Ferris now. He came to sniff you.
Yeah, it wobbled at us. I think it's called vicious dog, but it is friendly.
The world was born to say that I was lost. I saw the last of a man who was dead. I mean, I guess that's technically true. Whatever's left is the last of a man, perhaps?
Let's see, a brawler. What should we shoot him with?
Everything. A mini nuke. The old man was the first of us of the beginning to the sky. So I'm guessing this takes place in New Jersey then?
I heard something.
Maybe.
Because the boardwalk is in New Jersey. Very threatening, dude.
Stupid face. Oh god, he's durable.
Okay, here you go. Longer sentences, though, still a problem. Grammar is hard. Bleak.
You said bleak?
Yeah, like long extended black. You are clearly out of my Uncle Christmas Eve, and I am a cuckoo's advice, and at the day that I can tell you to be a man. But he had no children to remember to the bores of the ancient girl, or Claudius the idiot. The year of the island discovered the Missouri of the galaxy like a teenage lying, and always discovered the year of her own...
Bubbles! Bubbles!
The year of her own class writing bed, and implored the creation of his head, and the constant final ones in the back of the high water of the stock of the dark.
Of the Dave?
Sure. All of the light of the smallest man's body in the ocean in an old angle of a giant mountain, and exclaimed that the sky was the gunslinger caught over the pail of the great kitchen floor.
Words.
I knew how felt my father, being to our interested to the basing, and so Walter along her hours, and the holy summer of the world with sea of the
Our current objective is to leave the Duchess Gambit. The quest marker is pointing at the Duchess Gambit. So we need to go there to leave, I guess. We didn't leave correctly.
The and the exhibitions of the light of elephant novice.